All right, it's a cold one today. Today's video is about this machine, what it does, and what it's used for. First things first, my name's Curtis. I'm the owner, operator of Palmetto Land Services. I'm located in York, South Carolina. I do work within a 40-mile radius of York, South Carolina, and sometimes even further depending on the size of the job. This machine, it is made to mulch 6-inch diameter trees and down. I can go bigger when it's softer wood like pine, but strictly 6 inches and down. If you just bought a piece of property that's been abandoned for 4 or 5 years, old pasture, or a piece of ground that's been logged 4 or 5 years ago, and you just got a bunch of that little crap everywhere, and it's a pain in the butt to get rid of, and you can't bush hog it, and I mean, you can come in there with a skid steer and a mini and pluck it all out, and it's just very time consuming, takes forever. You got to regrade afterwards, you got to burn afterwards, you got to seed afterwards, it's a lot. This thing, you just put the head down and go like you're mowing, like with a zero turn. I mean, it transforms property very quickly. I can get about 2 acres done in a day, depending on the terrain that I'm on. All you got to do afterwards is pretty much just keep up with your mower, or if you got a tractor around, it's even better. But a lot of times I get called to find house sites. If you just bought a farm or a small piece of ground and you're thinking about building a house and you can't really figure out where the house is going to go because you can't even walk through it, let alone see 10 foot, I'll just pop in there. I got a device in my machine that tells me the topo of the land. Topo pretty much tells me high ground versus low ground with lines, and I'll find the highest ground. That's usually where you want your house. In my opinion, that's where I'm going to put my house, and it will just it'll open it all up. You can see what you want. You can see if you want a crawl space or a slab home, or very beneficial. Before you start doing the major clearing, it's very expensive to do big clearing. It's very, very efficient and a lot cheaper for me to just go in there and open it up, so at least you can see before you take out that big stuff. Because I do major clearing too, and before I do major clearing, I use this machine because my track goes 50,000 pounds, and it's very easy to take trees out. And for that machine to take out a tree this big, it's the same amount of time to take out a tree this big, believe it or not. Not a lot of people believe me, but it's true. If I go in there, or if I have someone in this machine in front of me and I'm in the traco and they're mulching all that little stuff and I'm focusing on the big stuff, but at the same time I can find the old stumps and pop them out. Traco and this machine, hand in hand, they're a great duo. But lake lots, I've done a lot of lake lots. If you have a piece of ground with a view, this thing is amazing to go out in the backyard and just take out all that little stuff, all the dead stuff that fell over the years, all the piles of leaves, just a nice smooth finish. And it's really healthy for the woods too. All that nitrogen in the soil and mulch and decay and over years, and if you got a nice canopy, you know, it really blocks off the sunlight, and these trees really don't have any more room to grow because it's all shade. So it makes a nice smooth golf course look finish. I absolutely love it. If you guys want, you can go on my page and check out everything else I do. But yeah, this is a great machine to have on my side. It's a 299 D3 XE forestry package cat skid steer. It's the biggest Caterpillar they make, and I got a HM 416 mulching head, and this is the biggest mulching head that they make for this machine. And I also got a gate, so you can see it's open right there. If I'm in close quarters doing mulching and I don't want to hit a car, a house, or definitely not a person, I'll close that gate and nothing will shoot out. So pretty much all around, I can go anywhere with this thing and mulch without having debris shoot out. That was also a really big thing customers asked me about, because I've been in really close-knit subdivisions, and they're like, well, what if something flies out and busts my neighbor? It's not gonna fly out. When that gate's closed, everything just stays within the mulcher, and it's great. If I had an open face, if I didn't have that gate, I'd say no, I can't do it. But yeah, it's a great thing to have. So if you just bought a piece of ground, or if you're trying to find a house site, or if you want some really cool trails, give me a call. 803-504-1722.